Yeah, I want more of that for sure. On May 21st, the sun in Gemini is going to square off with that gorgeous Jupiter in Pisces. If you didn't check out my Jupiter in Pisces video, make sure you do so because I give a broad overview of Jupiter in Pisces as well as what each sign of the zodiac can expect. So listen for your sun sign and your rising sign, and that is a long video. So it's not a little shot like we normally do. So be sure to check that out. But the sun square to Jupiter is really important. It's a really important development on this larger transit. Sometimes we need a little activation to bring these larger transits to life. The luminaries do just that. The sun is going to bring this transit to life in a big way. We are also getting toward eclipse season. We have an eclipse coming up just 5 days after this. So the sun and Jupiter are still going to be right within orb of each other. This little square aspect could illuminate some things that are going to become very important on and around the eclipse next week. So keep an eye out. There could be some important stories that start to brew, and they'll come to a peak coming next week. This is also going to help illuminate some of the major stories, like some of the broad stroke stories developing around Jupiter and Pisces and its role in the collective. We know that Jupiter in Capricorn had a lot to do with the pandemic and rationing toilet paper. We know that Jupiter in Aquarius had a lot to do with the development of vaccines. And we know that Jupiter in Pisces is probably going to do some pretty cool things for travel and music and so many more things. Like I said, check out that other video. But we're going to start to get an idea of how exactly it's really going to start taking shape here. So we'll get some previews going on. The other thing that it can do is Sun square Jupiter, that's optimism. And it's in a square aspect, so it can sometimes be for better or for worse. I know everyone is so excited about Jupiter in Pisces, and I for sure am too. But I'm wondering if, depending on your region, if there is like a little bit of an over-optimism about lifting mask mandates. And I am nervous to even make that statement because it's such a sensitive subject. It's such a sensitive time. But I can't help but think that. And just being overly optimistic about things like, yeah, everything will be fine, everything will be okay. We don't know. We don't know anything. So that could be a little bit about what that aspect has to say. I will say as a preface that even if this lunar eclipse with Jupiter is a little stressful, that's not going to be the entire transit of Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces we're really going to get the most out of it from January through May of next year. It's going to be like the best, most juiciest aspects happening with it. So this year, it's still good. We got like 3 months of it, but it's still kind of a preview. So yeah, we're going to start to see a lot more Jupiter and Pisces topics come to light around this square. And also it can be a little bit of an overdoing. So we know we got a lot of planets in Gemini now, and we're just like, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Let's do more of that. And maybe just the eagerness to put a little bit too much on your plate right now. So just have a little bit of caution there, but don't be shy. I mean, this can be an overdoing aspect. Maybe you deserve it. And so yeah, treat yourself a little bit under this aspect and just go for it. Like book the vacation or hop in the car and take the road trip, whatever it is, because this could also just be a desire for adventure. Like, I need an adventure. I need to break out. I need to feel my expansiveness. And the square could just be like the tension of like, I need to stretch my legs wider. I need to like go to like different horizons and chase the sunsets and maybe even chase the eclipse. Like, where can I go that I can see it, kind of thing. So yeah, there's something calling you under this aspect to reach further or to do something more or to really push the creativity or to go deeper in your spiritual quest. So whatever it may be, Jupiter's got a message for you under this aspect on the 21st. So that was your little astrology shot of the day, and I hope it's juicy for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want more astrology in your world, go ahead and join me at Astro Catherine on Instagram, Twitter, or Patreon for extra bonuses. You can also book your reading with me at catherineurban.com.